Hello and welcome to the 8th installment of the Star Wars Armada for Vassal tutorial series. This is Green Knight speaking. Today we'll cover log files and save games. It's going to be a fairly short tutorial. You already know how to create setup files. I covered that in an earlier tutorial. So you kind of already know the basics. So I'm going to start here. And I'm going to call that tutorial 8. I'm going to go file, new game. This should be familiar now. And the shadow dimension map. And just look at how cute that one is. Now, I'm going to load in some setup files. Game logs. Yeah, well. Okay. First, that warning that I'm using an older version of my setup file. I explained that in the previous tutorial. Why did I do that? Okay, this is actually a good example. I thought that was a log file, but it's not. It's a save game, which is very different. So I'm gonna go just pick this one, because if you try to load continuation and you try to load something that's not a vlog, it's not going to report error. It's going to report that it's loaded, but you can see it was a save file. So then the step forward button will be grayed out. So this was a save game of a game with my starter fleet versus a fleet Matt was running. So I'm stepping forward to bring my fleet in, and it looks like this. And presumably your opponent is doing something similar. I don't know. Tutorial waiter. As you can see, this is a complete and utter mess. Yeah, this is JJ's World Cup fleet. Scary stuff. There it is. Okay, so basically now players have come together. They decided upon a game. They have imported their setup fleets, and now they want to log the game. That's common for World Cup games or other tournaments, but other people also have interest in logging their games, and it works just like the setup files. You just start a log file, and you can just call it I don't know. You can call it Green Knight versus somebody, or versus JJ. Okay, and save. Lagre means save in my weird language. And now, whatever happens now, everything that happens, every move, every card exhausted, every hit point taken, returned, every command set, every command revealed, basically everything that takes place in the game is now saved. So if we, as an example, decide to move this MC30, or first we will give it a speed, and it will move 1, 2, and then it will move. Okay, let's give it a bit of yaw. and extra speed, and 1, 2, and 3, and it goes up to speed 4. And I fiddle the tool a bit. Fiddle the man tool. Haha, very funny. And I'm gonna make an illegal move there at the end. Maybe I have Medine, or maybe some sort of new admiral. Okay, now the game is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and everything is up and decided, and yeah, we're done. And log file, just as you would when you created a setup, but there is no voluntary deleting everything here, of course. So what happens now? There are several ways to replay the log file now. The best is probably just to start from here, there, and just double click it. I have it associated with the vessel. That's a requirement first, otherwise you'll get this question, what kind of application do you want to run it in? Okay, so if I now push the step forward button or page down, you can see that everything I did can be replayed. So by recording an entire match, other players can sort of fast forward through the whole thing, see everything, see the text chat, see the dice rolls, see the damage cards dealt, remove, etc, etc. So it's a great way to sort of, well, it's not a stream or a saved video, but it's a log. It's a complete log of the entire game. Pretty handy. That's very different from a save game. A save game only saves the state of the game as it is at the moment of that save. So if I go here and I save game as, and I'm gonna call it not a vlog but a vsav for save, and save. And if I now close this game and instead load game, and I can't load a log, that doesn't work, it has to be a save game. So if I load this one, you can see that it shows me the game state just the way it was the moment I saved the game. So this is great for not replaying, but for games that have to pause. Both players can only play for like an hour or 2 hours, and they can't complete the game, so they agree to save the game and complete it at a later date. And then they can just load the game and resume. Okay, that was log files and save games. I don't think there's anything else I'd like to add. Okay, bye.